The April 25th, 2017 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will now come to order. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Mr. Brew? Here. Ms. Cayley? Here. Mr. Rocco? Here. Mr. Wilcox is excused. Chairman Zale?
I am here. Is there anyone signed up for the public forum?
There is not.
Is there anyone present who has not signed up to speak who would like to address the committee at this time? Seeing none, the next item on the agenda is approval of the minutes. You have the March 30th, 2017 minutes before you. They will stand approved unless the clerk is notified of any changes by the end of the day. The next item on the agenda is new business. Mr. Clerk.
Referral 17-0130.
Moved by Legislator Brew, seconded by Legislator Rocco. Is there any discussion on this matter? Legislator Cayley.
That's so funny. I thought you were going to call on him first, and he didn't ask a question. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through you to the administration. I was in committee yesterday, but I'll be honest, I wasn't getting the gist of everything here, and I wondered if you could explain if there are any drawbacks, if everyone is included in this agreement, what, an overall view, if I could, please.
Through the chair, Tim Sopransky, Monroe County EMS. As far as all EMS agencies come on it, the two largest agencies, Rural Metro and Monroe Ambulance, have said they have no interest in this. They have their own systems. But bringing EMS agencies on this, removing traffic from 295 is an advantage. So the more agencies that come onto the system, the better for us.
Thank you. And then are there, there was a comment through the chair to the administration. There was a comment made, or maybe I'm confusing this, that volunteer groups, nonprofit or for-profit, is there any breakdown?
Through the chair, a lot of ambulance agencies are not-for-profit.
Right.
They are a combination, many of them, of both volunteers and paid staff. However, many retain the ambulance name or the DBA as a volunteer ambulance.
Thank you. Then through the chair, in terms of usage, bringing on those that want to go along with the agreement, barring Rural Metro and the other one, does that free up an adequate amount of airtime?
Well, through the chair, we don't know how many agencies will come on it, but any agencies that do come on does free up airtime. There is some concern over if I'm not listening to my radio and I'm electronically pushing buttons to say I'm on scene, that the chief operating officer of that organization won't have situational awareness of, because now they're hearing it all on the radio. So we have to sort of figure out how they otherwise keep situational awareness while some of this traffic moves electronically off 295 frequency.
Thank you. It just gets more confusing as we go along.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. I still have another meeting. And through the chair, there is no cost for this.
Through the chair, there is a cost associated with it for the EMS agencies.
Thank you. And through the chair, what would that be?
Right. I've got it. Through the chair, bear with me while I look this up. Through the chair, the cost is $180, and it is paid directly from the agency to the vendor. It doesn't go through Monroe County.
Thank you. Through the chair, annually or monthly?
Annually.
Is the through the chair, is the vendor local or?
The vendor is the Northrop Grumman CAD vendor for our 911 CAD.
Thank you. And then I think the final question at this point is, of those agencies or groups that want to buy into this and be part of the agreement, which I'm all in favor for, hopefully that everything gets worked out, do they have, are there any technical needs that they would have to upgrade on their end to be a part of this, or is this just seamless?
Through the chair, presently there are no technical issues that they need. They would basically have the app loaded onto their laptop. As we change CAD vendors, there may be an opportunity that they need to upgrade to meet a new interface. They're aware of that, and that responsibility they will bear.
Okay. Thank you, that's it for now.
Legislator Brew.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Through the chair, it would appear that this is a new IMA. Is that true?
Through the chair, yes.
Okay. And a second question through the chair. If there is a failure in the mobile data system, and I'm assuming that's your typical cellular data connection over the air, is the radio system still available to be used as a backup to that if there were a failure?
Through the chair, yes. The radio system remains intact the entire time.
Okay. Then through the chair, they just don't use that in lieu of the new system being in place. Is that correct?
Through the chair, yes.
Okay. Thank you. That's all I have.
Are there any further questions on this item? Thank you specifically for the responses and for what you guys do. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Any other matters to come before? Oh, I'm sorry. We have to vote on this, or we have to have a vote on this. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Item passes. Any other matters to come before this committee? Are there any other matters to come before this committee? No. There being no other matters, the April 25th, 2017 meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee stands adjourned. The next meeting of the Intergovernmental Relations Committee will be held on Tuesday, May 23rd, 2017 at 5 p.m.